you send something out with passion or feeling, it has to return to you. And it will return to you because, as it is said, your word will not return to you void. And this is what it means. Whatever you put out in word and or deed is a vibrationary force. And this vibrationary force has, as I said earlier on the show, it has a transmitter and a receptor. And when the two come together, you are now committed to whatever you've put out there. And this is what Prentiss Mulford actually says in his book. He breaks it down. He really talks about, there are some things I find a little archaic in the book. And that being said, I mean, when he's talking about evil, for me, negativity, etc., I get the point that he's trying to put across, in as much as if you think negative thoughts, or if you think evil thoughts, or if you think negative thoughts are what is going to manifest in your life. When you look at your life today, where you are now, it needs to be with the understanding that every thought that you have had in your life, that you have added passion to, that you have, that you have embraced, every thought that you've ever had, you're looking at it now. When you look at your macrosphere, when you look at where you're at, recognize that is your word that has returned to you, that's returned to you. So that's your word that's returning to you, not void. Did I say that right? That's your return. Anyway, your words cannot return to you void. So that being said, your thoughts and them becoming things is something that you can actually utilize. As he says in his book, you can utilize it to assist and support you in getting what you want in life. Thoughts are like prayers. Prayers are words. Words become choices. Choices are driven by the passion that you have. So if you want to change something in your life, and I really mean this, if you want to change something in your life, you can check out his book. Because basically, in a nutshell, what he says to you is you need to change how you think. You cannot control your thoughts. Thoughts come in. You cannot control your thoughts, but you sure can control how you allow those thoughts to influence you in the things that you are going to give energy, passion to. You can sure control whether you're not going to give it the power of your spoken word. You get to control that. You can also start your thought process for creation by literally thinking about what it is that you want. And guys, when you start this process, recognize, as Mr. Mulford says in his book, you really have to be sure of what you want. You need to be sure of what you want. You know, you've got that old adage, be careful of what you ask for because you might get it. You have to be sure, because when you start to consciously ask for what you want, you are going to consciously get what you have asked for. And one of the things that I'd like to point out, because thoughts are always coming into our mind, because we have a tendency to let them run roughshod over our minds, these are the things that manifest in our life. So the name of the game is, again, if you want something different in your life, and you truly want something different in your life, you need to recognize that you need to change your thought process. And as you embrace the thought with passion, with passion, with vigor, with understanding, with love, with faith, as you embrace this thought, know that it will be made manifest for you. You see, your life is happening for you, and that's something that he indicates in the book. Your life's happening for you. Your life's not happening to you. Your life is happening for you. And your life happens for you because in spite of you, you are here for a purpose. And God, universal creator, whomever your chosen deity may be, is assisting you and supporting you in living that purpose. So do your thoughts become things? Yes, they do. Prentiss Mulford's book, an excellent book. It's definitely one of the foundational cornerstones within the New Thought Ministry or the laws of attraction. I mean, Mike Dooley, for me, is a huge one who's taken Prentiss Mulford's work and run with it. Huge. And there are several, you know, Bob Proctor, some of the usual suspects that you associate with the laws of attraction. But this is one of the things that they have taken and that they have understood. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say to you guys that, you know, you're not going to have your down days, your bad days. You're going to have those. But when you know what you want, when you are sure of what you want, when that thought process has been married to your emotions, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? When it's locked in and you're like, yeah, that's what I want. As I said earlier today, tsunamis can come along, tidal waves can come along, typhoons, you know, tornadoes. And while it might rock you a little bit, it will not lift, nor will it remove, nor break your foundation. It can't, because your word will be returned to you. Your word will always be returned to you. It cannot return to you void, which means that which you have asked for is the thing that has to come back to you. So guys, as you move through your day, as you move through your days, as Mr. Mulford says in his book, it is really on you. The onus is on you to make sure that you know how much energy you are giving to the thoughts that come through your mind. Because thoughts, Mike Dooley says thoughts become things. Prentiss Mulford says thoughts are things. Because once you've already thought it, it's there. The only thing that needs to happen for you is for it to move into form or for it to manifest for you. So guys, when you think about your day, and this is something he alludes to in his book, when you think about your day, don't spend time, you know, thinking about negativity. Don't spend time thinking about negativity. Because the passion that you give it is the thing that will come back to you. You know, Olivia, my sister, she's my co-host for my show, or our show, It's My Life, My Choice. No, My Life, My Choice, on Blog Talk Radio. And she was saying that a friend was going through some hardship, and they were talking about it. And that's something else. Before I get to there, guys, look, if you're talking about it, you're reinforcing it. And I'm not saying to shove stuff under the carpet. I'm not saying to put it into, you know, a little space in your mind. What I'm saying is that if you are continuously thinking about lack, if you are continuously thinking about relationships that aren't going well, if you are continuously thinking about ill health, if you were continuously thinking about the state of the union, whichever country you live in, if you're continuously thinking about all these things and thinking about the negativity associated with these things, you are perpetuating that. It's vitally important that you spend time seeing in your mind's eye, feeling within self, hearing what it is that you want, smelling and tasting. You know, your imagination, which is another thing that he speaks about, your imagination is huge. It's a huge part of you being able to manifest what you want to manifest. Mr. Mulford alludes, actually he says this in his book. Again, thoughts are things. Thoughts aren't becoming things, because once you've already thought it, it's a thing. The becoming is when you are going into the thought. The becoming is when the thought starts to process. That's the becoming. So guys, use your imagination and use your time wisely. I'm always saying there's 1,440 minutes in a day. How much of that time do you spend in thought? Creative, conscious thought surrounding what it is that you want. And a question to you, how much time do you spend of that 1,440 minutes on things that you don't want, things that have upset you, things that aren't going right. You see, one of the things I had posted here on my page was, in reality, when things are going wrong, they're really going right. And as Olivia said on the show earlier today, when things are going wrong for you, that is movement. That doesn't necessitate your foundation is being uprooted. That is movement. That is movement taking you to where you need to go. The other thing Mr. Mulford said, I think it was him who said it too, that timing's everything. Timing's everything. And there are some things that we can have in the blink of an eye. We really can. There are some things that we can have in the blinking of an eye. But there are other things we have to mature into it, physically, mentally, and sometimes spiritually. We have to mature into it. So in all things, be patient. In all things, be patient with yourself. And when things are going wrong, because thoughts do become, or because thoughts are things, when things are going wrong, it's imperative that you ask yourself, what is this situation showing me? What is this situation showing me? What is the divine? What is God? What is my higher self? Whomever your chosen deity is, what is being shown to me? What's being shown to me? What can I learn from this? Because again, guys, everything that happens in your life is happening for you. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. And that's one of the things I love about this book. Thoughts are things, because they are. It goes into some great detail about what you can do for you and your thoughts, what you can do in regards to cultivating your thought process so you can utilize it to assist and support you in what you're getting. So guys, what you're wanting. So guys, I would say read the book. It's not a quick read. Through an audible listen, it's about 8 hours. So it's not a quick read, but it is a read if you are wanting to change your world, to change your viewfinder lens. It has some serious golden nuggets in there that can support you in doing just that. You see, thoughts are things, and everything that you think is a ting. It becomes a thing. Everything that you think, especially the other thing that I just wanted to say, and then guys, I'm going to let it go, is simply this. Sometimes you have thought something, I don't know, and I said this on the show 10, 15, 20 years ago. However, based on who you were then and who you are now, it needed time to mature. So sometimes you don't understand why what's happening is happening to you. Hi, I'm in Las Vegas. Hi, Adrian. You don't understand what's happening to you because whatever you had put a thought to with passion now has the timing to manifest in your life. Hopefully that made sense. So sometimes the things that we do today, we won't see the manifestation of until maybe 20 years down the road. And when it comes, we've kind of forgotten about it. But as I said before, your word will not return to you void, guys. It won't. Because your thought is already a thing. And it's your thing. It doesn't belong to anybody else's stream. It belongs to your energetic stream. So guys, enjoy the book. Enjoy the book. Thoughts are things. Prentiss Mulford. It's well worth the read. Some of it for me, I'm being honest, is a little archaic, but getting over that and around that, it is worth its weight in gold. It's worth its weight in gold. So I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. Look out for the next book. I'll be posting that. I actually think we're going to use Pam Grout, E Squared. That's a really wonderful book. That book it kind of breaks it down. I did some videos with, showing you how to do some of the exercises that she gives. And another thing is, do your own due diligence. It's all about you. It ends with you. The middle bit's you. It is you. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. Read the book, Thoughts of Things. You can definitely download this still. It most probably be up till tomorrow or the next day. You'll be able to download the audio, which is YouTube, and of course the PDF. There's a PDF version that I have on the website, The Laws of Attraction in Action.com. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Adrian, Heather, Nancy, to my sis, Rose, and Debbie. Miss Debbie, welcome, darling. To Debbie. Until next time, guys, take care. Peace.